Most people understand sextortion as a short-term crisis. A stranger demands money in exchange for silence. But in sugar relationships, blackmail can evolve differently. Many ask, how is sugar baby blackmail different from regular sextortion? The answer lies in duration, leverage depth, and emotional entanglement. According to the FBI and other law enforcement agencies, extortion schemes involving prior relationships often create stronger psychological pressure because the offender has accumulated more personal material over time. In sugar arrangements, leverage may develop gradually, making long-term blackmail more complex than a one-time scam. In this video, we'll break down the key differences between regular sextortion and long-term sugar relationship blackmail, examine the psychology behind ongoing leverage, and outline evidence-based actions for regaining control. Regular sextortion versus sugar relationship blackmail. Key differences. Traditional sextortion usually follows a rapid cycle that consists of the following steps: quick connection online, early request for explicit content, fast escalation into payment demands, threats of exposure within hours or days. In contrast, long-term blackmail within a sugar relationship may involve months of communication, financial transfers over time, emotional dependency, shared personal details about family, work, or marriage, in-person meetings. Because trust was built gradually, the leverage often feels more credible and personal. Why long-term blackmail is harder to escape. In sugar relationships, leverage accumulates over time. The other party may possess screenshots of financial transfers, explicit photos or videos, messages discussing marital status or professional details, real-world knowledge of your routines or travel. The Department of Justice notes that extortion cases involving repeated demands or ongoing relationships are treated as more serious due to the pattern of conduct and sustained coercion. Unlike standard sextortion, long-term blackmail often includes repeated cycles of payment requests framed as continuing support to maintain silence. The psychology behind ongoing arrangement extortion. Long-term blackmail exploits three powerful forces: investment bias. After months of financial or emotional investment, victims hesitate to end the relationship abruptly. Escalating compliance. Small concessions normalize larger ones. Fear of cumulative exposure. The longer the relationship, the more content may exist. The Federal Trade Commission warns that relationship-based scams often escalate after initial payments, as scammers interpret compliance as long-term vulnerability. This can create a vicious cycle that is often difficult to break. Signs your sugar relationship has become long-term blackmail. Common warning indicators of these scams include increasing payment demands tied to silence, threats that reference private conversations from months ago, pressure framed as emotional obligation, statements such as, "You owe me for keeping this secret," repeated cycles of crisis followed by financial requests. When financial support shifts from voluntary arrangement to coerced payment under threat, it qualifies as extortion. What to do if you are facing long-term blackmail. When it comes to long-term blackmail, a structured response is critical. Consider the following expert recommendations when choosing your path forward. Preserve all evidence, including communications and financial records. Secure your digital accounts. Update passwords and enable multi-factor authentication. Avoid negotiating emotionally or attempting to reason with threats. Assess exposure capability realistically. Separate credible access from intimidation. Report the situation to the platform where threats occurred, as well as law enforcement. Victims in the U.S. should notify the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. Consult professionals experienced in long-term blackmail cases to evaluate mitigation strategies. Long-term cases require strategic containment, not reactive decisions. Can it ever truly end? Understanding leverage decay. In many cases, blackmail loses power once payments stop and emotional leverage weakens. though every case carries real risk and must be handled carefully. It's important to treat all threats seriously and combat them with an informed response. When structured action replaces panic, victims are better positioned to regain control over the situation. While long-term blackmail feels more personal than regular sextortion, it remains a crime built on coercion. The duration of the relationship does not legitimize the threat. A sugar relationship should not become a permanent liability. Sugar baby blackmail differs from regular sextortion because it develops over time with deeper emotional and financial leverage. However, long-term blackmail is still extortion, and it can be addressed strategically. For over a decade, Blackmail.HelpLine has helped people facing long-term blackmail, sugar relationship extortion, and similar ongoing leverage scenarios. Our specialists focus on strategic containment, evidence preservation, and reducing leverage. Our experts can provide ongoing guidance, threat assessment, and review of your current online safety practices to help you prevent similar threats in the future. If you're dealing with repeated threats or relationship-based extortion, you don't have to navigate it alone. Call 888-634-1535 or visit blackmailhelpline.com to get professional help today. Helpful links and resources. To learn more, visit our website at blackmailhelpline.com. The link is in the description below. Feel free to leave a comment with your questions or call us directly at 888-634-1535. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you'd like us to cover more cases like this. See you in the next video.